Hi there. In this video, I'll be going over some important points covered in the booklet, Your Exams, What You Need to Know. It's full of information which can help you prepare for your exams and get it right on the day. If you have any questions about what's in the booklet, then it's a good idea to speak with your teachers. You'll also find lots more helpful information by visiting this page on the SQA's website. While there, you might also want to use the online timetable builder, which allows you to create and view your personal exam timetable and then export it so you can add it to your calendar on your mobile phone or tablet. You can also print it or email a copy to yourself or someone else. Another way to create your own personal exam timetable is with the My Exams app, which is available for both iOS and Android devices. You can view your timetable from the app itself, as well as outputting it to your mobile's own calendar or email it. Once you've inputted your calendar, you can then use the My Study Plan app to build your own study plan. You can set how many hours you want to spend studying each day, then prioritise which subjects require the most attention, or you can skip this step so that your time is split evenly between all your subjects. New this year, the SQA have also brought out an Alexa app, which will tell you the date, time, or duration of your chosen exams. One important thing to note is that your school can change the start time of an exam by up to half an hour before or after what's stated in the SQA timetable. I'd advise you to check with your teachers to find out if this is the case for any of your exams. Next up, how are you going to prepare yourself for these exams? Well, the number one piece of advice is to practice with past papers. That way, you'll get a good idea of how questions are asked, the topics that tend to come up, and by checking the marking schemes, how you should be answering. You can also buy study guides which cover the content in a clear and easy to understand way. The important thing when studying is to find a way that works for you. I always study best on my own, but you might find that you're happiest studying with someone else, where you can discuss the subject together and test each other's knowledge. On to the day of the exam itself. Make sure you're outside the exam room at least 10 minutes before the start time, and that you've got everything you need, such as pens, rulers, calculators, if you're allowed them, and so on. And here's a top tip from me that you won't find in the booklet. Remember to go to the toilet before the exam. In most schools, you'll be given a desk or seat number for each exam. If this is the case in your school, then make sure you know the number before the exam. Before you go to your seat though, make sure you don't take any of the following things with you. Check your pockets too, just in case. So, prohibited items, that's stuff you can't take to your seat, are as follows. A mobile phone. Electronic devices such as iPods, tablets, smartwatches, or any other device that can connect to the internet or stores information. Books, notes, sketches, or paper, including anything written on your clothes or body. A pencil case or calculator case. A calculator, except in specified exams like Maths Paper 2, Physics, Chemistry, and so on. And a dictionary, except again in specified exams like the Modern Languages Reading and Writing papers. One thing you can take with you though is your SCN card. That's your Scottish Candidate Number card, which you'll find in the back page of the booklet. If you don't know your Scottish Candidate Number, then ask at your school. You'll need to write it on your exam answer booklets, so keep the card safe and don't write anything else on it other than what should be on there. Once you're in the exam room, follow any instructions given to you by the invigilators, the people who supervise the exams. If you feel unwell during an exam, then tell an invigilator straight away. The invigilator's job is to make sure the exams run smoothly and that everyone's following the rules so there's no copying or working together, there's no disruptive behaviour in the exam room, and that nobody has any prohibited items with them at their seat. Once you've been given the question paper and answer booklet, read the instructions at the front of your question paper and check that the subject and level are correct. If you use any extra sheets of paper, which you'll get from the invigilator, make sure you write your name, SCN number and school on them and put them inside your answer booklet before handing it in. In some subjects, there will be extra pages or graph paper at the end of the exam booklet anyway, in case you make a mistake. Use a blue or black pen to write your answers and don't use gel pens because they can fade. You don't want all your hard work to become invisible ink by the time it gets to the SQA for marking. And try to write as neatly as you can. Work through the question paper until you see this, end of question paper. If you've got the time, then check over your answers and make any changes you need to. If you make more than one attempt at a question, then remember to cross out any unwanted answers, as well as any rough working you don't want marked. If you've finished early or have done as much of the exam as you can, then you can raise your hand and ask the invigilator for permission to leave. If the exam is less than 1 hour though, then you must stay in the exam room until the end of the exam. Whether you're leaving early or at the end of the given time, hand your answer booklet, question paper and any data booklets to the invigilator before you leave the exam room. And that's how you sit an SQA exam, at least until you do the next one, of course. The last of the SQA exams is on Friday the 31st of May. Then, on Tuesday the 6th of August, it's results day. That's the day you'll get your certificate in the post. You can also sign up to receive your results by text message or email. Just sign up at this address by 5 p.m. on the 16th of July and activate your account by 5 p.m. on the 17th of July. Just remember to update your details if you change your mobile number or email address. If you have any questions about your certificate, then you can contact the SQA's Candidate Advice Line on this number. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you in outlining what's in the booklet, but remember that it's just a brief guide. Keep a hold of the booklet because it's also got information on what to do if you're late for an exam, if the grade on your certificate doesn't seem right, if you're not able to go to an exam because of exceptional circumstances, and other advice not mentioned here. There's also a handy list of do's and don'ts on the last 2 pages. Give that a look and don't forget to fill in your SCN number card. Sitting exams can be a stressful time, but you'll feel much better by getting yourself prepared. Read the booklet, make a timetable and study plan, then get out the past papers and revision guides and go for it. Good luck. You can do it.